The Border's own 1494 2AY, and joining us, as he does every fortnight from Wodonga TAFE, it's Mark Dixon. How are you?
I'm well, Sandra.
Well, you've had a really important visit actually. Education Minister Simon Birmingham was at Wodonga TAFE just last week.
He was. He took the opportunity to come on Melbourne Cup Day, and of course the TAFE was closed, but we opened for him. So Senator Simon Birmingham is the Federal Education Minister. Really important that we got him to come into Wodonga, just from a whole of our educational community perspective. And he spent the day of Melbourne Cup touring some of our childcare facilities, touring some of our local schools, and also spending quite a lot of time at the TAFE and La Trobe University. Really good to get him here because he understands the importance of all of those educational establishments working together so that we can collaborate and cooperate to make sure all our students get a really good pathway through their career aspirations and educational aspirations as well.
Well, I mean, as you say, it is important. It's such a busy time now because we're looking at 2017 enrolments.
It's a really busy time for TAFE. We can't believe that 2016 is nearly over. I'm sure everybody is the same. But we're full steam ahead in terms of our marketing and our enrolments for 2017. We want to grow and be busier next year than we have been this year. We've had a fabulous year, but there's always opportunity for us to grow. It's interesting that we also had the statistics announced just last week across the whole of Victorian TAFEs, and Wodonga TAFE actually had the highest student satisfaction ratio out of every Victorian TAFE.
Wow.
That's a fabulous achievement.
Yeah, it sure is.
And the thing that tells us is that a lot of what we do at TAFE meets what our students want, and we deliver the courses in a fashion that suits their needs. So we want to maintain that, but for all the listeners and the potential students, we're open for business, and you can come and enrol now. You can enrol online. You can come and see us at the main campus. You can come and see us at that Skills and Jobs Centre, and we're open for business. But the main year starts in February next year for 2017.
Get organised now. Hey, we do talk an awful lot about the community focus and the local focus of Wodonga TAFE, but of course there is an international aspect as well.
There is. We're a provider that delivers out into China, and we specialise in logistics out in China and at an institute called Kaifeng, which is a small Chinese city, but over 1 million people. So
right.
for Australia, quite a big city nevertheless. And we have a really good relationship with that city. We deliver that diploma out there, and our teachers get a great experience by going and living in that Chinese city for 10 weeks at a time and then 8 weeks at a time to deliver that diploma. But what we want to do is look at how we bring some of those Chinese students from that Chinese experience at the diploma level back here into Wodonga to do a bit more English language training, and then transition them through that diploma into a degree program, hopefully with La Trobe or with CSU. We think that's a really good opportunity to bring people into our community and embed them into the Australian way of life. They love to come and study here, and mostly a lot of them go to Melbourne or Sydney, but actually we think we've got a lot to offer on the border.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we can offer that a lot cheaper than obviously Melbourne and Sydney can. So we can accommodate them, we can immerse them and welcome them into our community and help them with their studies as well.
Fantastic option. Now, earlier you mentioned the Skills and Jobs Centre, and obviously, things are very busy there as well.
It's still always busy there, and it's growing all the time. It's on the high street, and we like it there because it's accessible to people. And I've said people can enrol at the campus. Of course they can, but they can go there to the high street, enrol anytime. And the other thing is, as we're coming to Christmas, hopefully I think a lot of our shops are going to be busy, New Year's sales. Lots of people are looking for short-term work and employment opportunities. They can pop into the Skills and Jobs Centre. We can have a quick check of their CV. We can do a practice interview with them, really prepare them to then move that next step, get that job for Christmas and earn some money for themselves.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, also I wanted to ask you about the Responsible Driver program as well, because this is something that we've sort of, I guess, always associated with truck and bus driving and that sort of thing, but this is for regular drivers.
It is for regular drivers, and a lot of people know a lot about what traditional TAFEs do. Obviously, Wodonga TAFE, we do a bit more than most, we think, and we run a driver training business as well as running the TAFE, and that's called DECA. It's focused on truck driving and bus driving, and really how to be a really safe and good driver. And we've built on what we do with truck drivers and bus drivers and thought it's equally applicable to people who drive a car. In fact, arguably more so. So we want to take people from having that license, which is just a permit to drive, and really trying to make them a safe and responsible driver. And we do that using a lot of technology that we put into the vehicle, anybody's vehicle. We can do that very easily. And we can monitor their driving. We can coach them on how to make the most of their efficiency when they drive. We can save people's fuel to about sort of 10 to 15% just by driving properly.
Yeah.
But the main driver is to make people safe on our roads.
Yeah, that would be very, very interesting to have one of those installed. Look, of course, with all of these things, with enrolments and all of that, as you say, we can pop in, we can jump online. That's a really good option too.
Online's always a good option, and we can take enrolments fully online now for residential courses, for our normal day-to-day courses, and for fully online courses if people want to study like that. But the best thing to do is come and talk to us, have a chat to us at the main campus, at the Skills and Jobs Centre. Give us a ring on 1300 MyTAFE. Give us an email, and failing all of that, people can contact me. They can drop me an email at ceo@wodongatafe.edu.au.
Yeah, always good to catch up with you, Mark Dixon. Always lots happening at Wodonga TAFE. Thanks for having a chat.
Thanks again, Sandra. Bye.